Hey FFBE, what's going on? So we are here at a Power to Unite Espers and Men level 4. This is the hardest difficulty, and honestly this is a little difficult for free to play because it is entirely unit based. You have to have a lot of Final Fantasy VI units, and that just is kind of what makes it difficult. And they don't really have the kits to make this useful and easy unless you have like the new guys, and then their kits are really like made specifically for this. But we're going to go in with a few of the older units and we're going to get this done. So it's no continues, nobody dies, and you have to beat it in 5 turns, okay? No Final Fantasy VI unit, only Final Fantasy VI units. Okay, so we're going to use Gal. He does not need to be AX3. We're going to use Monk Sabin of Cults because he is a magic cover tank and we're going to need that. We're going to use Archmage Kefka just because he's literally a unit that can quad cast CWA chains. We're going to use Terra Neovision because of her Esper Field. And we're going to use Edgar for his ability to equip Aranyes Ring and Valamangadana. That's really it. Alright, so we're going to go all the way till turn 5, and because of that, everybody, unless they have their HP and spirit built up, is going to have guts on. So we have a lot of HP and spirit, a little healthy on Gal, and we have it very healthy on Monk Sabin Occults, but these 3 guys definitely have a source of guts. So he's getting it from Archmage Kefka's getting it from Lucid Lenses, Terra is getting it from Chocobo Feather Accessory, and Edgar is getting it from Orba's Boon. Now, what does each unit have specifically for their gear? Well, we'll start at the back. So we have a unit with the ability to quadcast Thundaga. This item comes from the currently farmable box. Thundaga is a Chaos Wave Awakened chain. And then I threw Great Mage's Chant on him, so he has MP recovery, because this specific version of Edgar's MP recovery is kind of terrible. We've got Terra Neovision with just some LB fill rate. That's really it. She's going to try and fill her LB fill and passive LB gauge fill. Her vision card is her own vision card, and then her Brave Shift form geared for damage, and since we're doing a Fist in Peril, I geared her for Fist weapon. So she has her own sword, she has Ymir Gauntlet, she has really easy to find and farmable gear from Trust Masteries and STMRs from 5-star bases. Okay, then we have Archmage Kefka, who has 100% Provoke and 100% Evade. That's all we really need with him, and I threw Numbing Threshold on him. That way we have a sort of 85% break and a 130% Lightning Imperil. This comes from the Trust Mastery reward for the Neovision Ninja Edge. Now the only reason I'm running this is because of the 85% break, and therefore we can bring in Kefka. If you don't have something like that, then you can use the Neovision Edgar, or the Neovision Awakened Edgar, or even the new Edgar or Saban, which make this honestly very, very easy if you have either one of those. But I assume if you have either one of those, you don't really need a guide, because you can pretty much, do this really easily. We're not really using his Brave Shift form, so that's kind of irrelevant. This is unnecessary. We don't need that vision card on him. I hate how long it takes for the vision cards to load. Come on. Okay. So we don't need that vision card on him. Alright, then Sabin is going to be using... we built him for as high as HP Spirit as I could get on him. And all this comes from permanently farmable stuff, except for Abyss's Staff, which is currently farmable. And then everything else is Trust Masteries and STMRs from 5-star bases. We have him with Fire Resistance, because he's going to be covering fire damage. Okay, and his Brave Shift form, I threw Obsidian Bracer on him, and he starts in his Brave Shift form. Because our first 2 turns, we're working off the 80% break that comes from Obsidian Bracer. Now, Gao. Gao is our main source of DPS. I threw Bahamut on him. He does not have to be EX3, although mine is. We're going to use Rune Claws. Rune Claws is Amaranth's STMR, and it is just 180 attack, and it is a 2-handed fist. Then Gao's got his own STMR. Skulder comes from trial rewards, or parameter mission rewards. And then I did throw the Clash of Wills ring on him. And then we threw LB damage on him, really. And Master of Fate, which is 200% equipment attack. His vision card is A Love for All Time. If you have one of the new vision cards of Final Fantasy VI, it's significantly better. But we're using the A Love for All Time vision card because it does add some flat stats for him, 300 attack. Okay. Boop. Oh, let's show his stats too. So he has 300% Beast Killer, 25% LB damage boost. He's at 420% attack and 400% equipment attack. Bam. All right, so let's go ahead and go in. This might take us a few tries. I'll explain that. And I'll also do a quick gear recap at the end if you kind of missed something. But it'll just be like swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in. Hopefully RNG is kind to us on the first turn. Now, what did I mean by RNG being kind to us? Well, we're going to do... Gao is going to do triple cast, and he's going to do... Wah! And then Megavolt. That is a Lightning Imperil for 120%. And Wah! Is Lightning Imbue, and then 30% Lightning Amplification, then 250% attack. And then LB damage boost, and then Leap. Leap unlocks a random set of abilities. It has a 1/3 chance to unlock the ability that we want, which is called Cat Scratch. Okay? Turn 1, Terra is going to do Ramuh's Judgment Bolt. She's going to summon Ramuh. Now, what summoning Ramuh does is it boosts lightning, physical, and magical damage for us. This is not a crowned Terra, so you don't have to worry about that. Edgar is going to use quadruple black magic, and he's just going to use Thundaga 4 times. And Kefka is going to use double delirium, and he's going to use I hate you! And then that unlocks his quad cast for 5 turns, or 6 turns actually. And then Frenzied Thunder, which is just a lightning damaging move that ramps up, but we're not going to do a whole bunch of ramping, so it's fine. Then Monk Sabin Occults is very important. You shift him back to his base form. Again, I said, remember, start in his Brave Shift form. And we're going to do Magic Cover and boost defense and spirit 250%. And a little bit of a barrier. Okay, so he does some AoE magic, which we're completely immune on Sabin, and he does some single target physical at the end of turn 1, which Kefka's completely immune to. Alright, so turn 2, let's see if we unlocked Cat Scratch with Gal. If not, we have to reset. We did not unlock Cat Scratch, so see, it'll be one of these abilities up at the top here, so we did not unlock it. So, which I actually appreciate in not unlocking on the first run. Because this instance only costs 1 energy if you haven't done it before, we can just go in and see if we can get it again. Cat Scratch is actually better than his Rage Meteor. It does a lot more damage, and we're going to rely on it. But it has a 1/3 chance of unlocking. But once you unlock it, it's there for 999 turns, so that's fine. So again, we just Brave Shifted Monk Sabin Occults back down to his normal form. And we just used everybody to do the same thing again. Come on, Gal. It's a 1/3 chance that you're going to get Cat Scratch. Cat Scratch. You didn't get it. Right, resetting again. Go ahead and go back in. Brave Shift Monk Sabin Occults. And come on, do the AoE fire magic. Single target physical. And let's check Gal. Alright, and we have it. So we're going to do triple Wild Child. And we're going to do Cat Scratch 3 times. Monk Sabin of Colts is going to do double Blitz. And this turn he's going to take a lot of damage. So we're going to use Solid Boulder Stance, which is just 70% mitigations across the board. And let's have him use Revitalizing Technique. Edgar is going to use the Quadcast CWA chain again. And Terra is going to use double Thundara and unlock magic. Kefka is going to use his Quadcast of his lightning move, Frenzied Thunder. Okay, and Cat Scratch is an almost instant hit whenever it goes, so we're going to send Terra, Edgar, and Archmage Kefka all at once, or as close as you can get it for them to chain together, and then once the chain is built up a little bit, we're going to send Gal, okay? Alright, so we got 16% damage. 16's pretty decent. I like that number. Now we're moving up to turn 3. Okay, so at the end of turn 3, Monk Sabin Occults is going to take a significant amount of damage from HP percentile damage, but how we can make sure that he survives that is we just hit guard with him. So his HP percentile damage will all be halved, so he'll end up somewhere around like 20% of his HP. Alright, so we'll reload for Edgar. Terra now has Quadcast, and she's going to do her lightning move. And Archmage Kefka is now going to do that Numbing Threshold, or Numbing Thunderbird. So he can do 85% breaks. And we're just going to chain Edgar and Terra together again, and then hit Gal once their chain builds. Alright, we're down to 63%. Again, seeing Monk Sabin Occults surviving that move. Excellent, love it. So he's going to try and get back some of his HP this turn. So, what happened there? So he's going to do double and restore own HP and let's do cover magic again. Alright, wait for it. And reload Edgar because he always does the same thing. And Kefka now can go back to doing his lightning move, Frenzied Thunder. Terra can do her lightning move, I can find it. And Gal has to re-imbue himself and everything. So that's going to be wow, Megavolt, and then Cat Scratch. And they kind of like screw up here, so you can hit them all at the same time. You can hit them all, like, it doesn't really matter because of how the Bolting Strike chains from Freyner, from Gal are going to mess up. It's going to kind of just mess up everything. So you can go ahead and just hit them all at once. It doesn't really matter. Gal's going to mess up everything. Okay. So we got 52%. So, and everybody should survive here. Yep. See the guts triggered on Kefka, Edgar, and Terra. If you're having problems with anybody else surviving, I suggest a guts materia or equipment. Chance to set HP to 1. So let's go ahead and we're going to do LB with, well, let's reload. Oh, we can't reload anybody. All right, so we do quadruple black magic and Thundaga. Oh, really? Sorry. Quadruple black magic and Thundara, which is his bolting strike move. You want to do his bolting strike move because Gal's LB is bolting strike. And then Monk, Sab, and Occults can just do bolting strike. And Kefka... I'll get him out of the picture. There, he did something. All right, since we built Terra for damage, we're going to have her do a little bit of damage too. She's going to Brave Shift and she's going to LB. So, since these two guys are bolting strike chaining and Terra is just an LB, Terra's LB, she jumps up in the air, she looks at him for a minute, and then she sends down her Esper Orb or whatever, which does damage. So we're going to wait until we see her fully jump up in the air and then hit everybody else, okay? And hit everybody else. And there we go. Ultima Weapon is dead in 5 turns. Love it. Fantastic. And we did it without using lock or any like significant breakers or even the new Edgar and Sabin. But if you have the new Edgar and Sabin, if you did land them, this is significantly easier. So let's go ahead and look at a few different things that can help you out with this. Let's look at the details first. See, Gal carried most of it. Terra tried helping. All right. So I'm going to pause the video just for a second. We did this without in 5 turns. Nobody died, and we didn't use any continues. I'm going to pause for just a second and bring up some things that can help. Okay, so we were over here at the builder, and this is FFBEquipnext.com. FFBE equipnext.com. So there are 2 E's at the beginning there. All right, so what I search for here is chance to set, and it's going to show me all of the different gear that has chance to set HP to 1. Okay, so you've got different items from all the different events and different units that have it on there available. There's also some weapons that have it available. Not many, but there are a few. There is also this vision card, a new journey, which is one of the random vision cards that you just get from pulling units. It's the one with little chocobos running on it. And it also has guts on it, which is absolutely fantastic. And I love that it has that. But the builder doesn't show that it has it. So it is a great little vision card. Okay? So hopefully this guide helped you guys out. I will show my gear again real quick in kind of a speed run and just talk about this trial. This trial was kind of difficult to put together a free-to-play. I've seen a lot of different content creators make free-to-play guides for this trial, and it is a little difficult just because of the unit restriction. And I kind of hope they don't keep doing this kind of thing, but I won't put it past them. Yeah, just not a fan of time-limited, unit-restricted content. It's hindering. But hopefully you guys were able to clear this. Hopefully you have the Final Fantasy VI units in your inventory and enough gear to support them. If you're having trouble with this and really want the trial awards, you can always try pulling for the 2 new guys, which make it really, really easy. Sabin and Edgar. Hopefully this guide helped you guys out. Much love.